Leo, it's your girl Mercy Big Body Benz. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. I popped in to see what's good with you. Do your reading for early to mid-May. Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, source sky universe, please allow me to tap in with my Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node to see what messages you have for them for early to mid-May. Spirit, please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. As you come in, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, send me a love donation, follow me on any other platform, or subscribe to my Patreon. Where you'll find part 2 of this reading. I'll be doing a daily forecast over the next 7 days. For the next 7 days for you, Leo, on tier 1. Alright, so boom. I feel like being all over the place, being distracted, okay? Doing one thing, talking about one thing with your mind on something totally different, okay? I also feel like the inner child popping up on you at inconvenient times, okay? Needing to be patient, needing to connect in a real way, you know, not tell them to go away, not push them away, not, you know, not say that you're too busy. Find a way to incorporate with, you know, the inner child into whatever you're doing. Let them be a part of whatever you're doing. This could also be your children, okay, or children in general. Art being put on the back burner that needs to be finished, incomplete art. Hi, beautiful baby, thank you so much. Okay, I feel like there being offerings being given to you. Thank you, babe. There being offerings being given to you that you may not want to receive. Meanwhile, you absolutely need. Okay, there's something about the Empress offering you some love, the Taurus offering you some love, the Libra offering you some love that you don't seem to want. I don't know, my baby. Right. I really feel something about this. Certain people are expecting you to have the answers for certain things that you don't necessarily have the answers for. Why? The reasoning, you don't have the reason, but you know how to fix. Okay? That energy of Virgo may be assisting you more than you think, more than you know, or they don't get enough credit. Heavy on this energy of the Virgo not getting enough credit for the way that they assist you. Do with that what you will. Okay, the way that they assist you with the Empress, with your mother, with your wife, with your child's mother. This could be you, the way that they assist you. You're the Empress. Okay, but there's also giving me Taurus, Libra vibes. Okay, that I feel like someone giving an offering to you or advice to you you don't necessarily want, or an offering of love that you don't necessarily want but you absolutely need. Okay? I also really feel like you make yourself available to the Taurus or to the Libra, but you don't make yourself available to the Virgo. You don't find out what it is that the Virgo wants. Do with that what you will. I'm also hearing you make yourself available to the material world, the physical world, but you're not making yourself available to the spiritual world, to your ancestors, to your angels, to the spirit guides that are all around you. Okay, a lot of spiritual activity, paranormal activity. Okay, a lot of you not sleeping very well, using things to sleep, or waiting till you're extremely exhausted till you absolutely can't take it anymore and just fall out to get some sleep. And they're trying to work on you, connect with you, that you can't heal that way. Okay, a lot coming up for you this week. You know, you're coming out of the eclipse. We're in a void moon right now. The moon is still in Scorpio. It's a void moon. The eclipse hit last night. When it comes to love, things coming up around love, a lot of this energy of those of you who are single are being forced to remain single until you heal codependency. Before new love, true love can come in, you got to heal the parts of you that are still really codependent. This may not be financially, okay, this may be emotionally, but some of you, the way that you are, for a lot of my feminines, even the way that you are still codependent emotionally has you manifesting partners who are codependent financially, and finding them to not be compatible. They're not compatible, but also I just feel like, you know, having this emotional codependency in some way. For some of you, it is financial, okay? Some of you, you don't want to be with somebody, but you're afraid. For those of you that are in relationships, you're with someone, but you're afraid that you're not going to be able to take care of yourself financially. You literally depend on this person, or this person depends on you. Y'all depend on each other in different ways. You may depend on them emotionally. They depend on you financially, or the other way around. okay? But I feel like, honestly, neither one of y'all are getting what your needs met, but you're only focused on your needs, okay? For some of you, there's Leo placements on both sides. Scorpio is really loud. Aries is really loud, okay? But I really feel like Aries not showing up to the party for real, for real. Aries not even being interested in doing the work, or acting as if they're oblivious, or they're focused on self, okay? Which means you got to be focused on self. You got to heal that codependency within. Everything that you want from this person, having to give yourself, or you want from someone, having to give yourself, okay? For some of you, you've had such bad history with people who have used you, have been codependent on you, abused you financially, abused you emotionally, that you're really closed off, don't want to give to people, but you want love, okay? Or you keep calling in the same thing because you're afraid that you're going to get that. Or at the first sign of someone not being, healed. Meanwhile, you're not completely healed. You're healing, but you're not healed. What is completely healed? We're never healed. We're always going to be healing to some degree, healing something, working on something, right? And just getting better and better. And so if someone even just shows you that they're not completely all together or all healed, or they're not perfect in some way, you're really hard on them, really harsh on them. Your energy could be really cuspy, Virgo, Leo cusp, where you have Virgo in your chart. Yeah, someone also, this Virgo, Gemini, Chiron coming through really loud for me. Someone has a Virgo and Chiron, Gemini and Chiron, Lilith in Virgo and Gemini, okay? Anyway, codependency, being out here. So some of you have had such a bad experience with somebody that you're afraid to fucking call that in again, and you are calling in people who have these issues, or as soon as you see someone who's not as perfect as you want, you kind of write them off, or you kind of talk down to them a bit, or look down on them a bit. Meanwhile, still very much being needy for their energy. It doesn't work for them, that part. 725, 726, Dark Night of the Soul, Spiritual Ascension. If you know, Dark Night being triggered this week. Okay, y'all may have just come out of this, but it being triggered this week for sure. Around love. Some of you are doing some intense fucking healing. It should just be the Scorpio moon is so intense, can make you so emotional 1 minute, fucking horny, or want cuddling, want connection, crave it, desire it so much the next, or needing support. Some for you about lack of financial security coming up, wishing that you had a partner in some way. It's funny because who's staring at me? Virgo. Virgo's been real fucking loud, okay? Virgo's been put on the back burner too. Nobody's interested in what's going on with Virgo, or you're not interested, you're not checking in with what's going on with a Virgo, and that's a problem for them. You're wondering why you're getting that energy reflected back to you. Okay, well, this is with spirit. But some of you are so afraid of calling this energy back in that, manifesting somebody that's codependent on you in some way, that you really talk down on people, or you assume that they already are not on the same level as you and don't even realize you're doing it for real. Okay, or you think you're better than them somehow, or you don't, but you project this shit. Someone could be projecting this onto you. There's 2 Leos out here, but I said what I said. Some of you, there's 2 Leos. Anyway, nothing will come of the situation in reverse and hold your vision, because I feel like it hits you out of nowhere. Some of you are feeling really, really, really good, and then out of nowhere, that eclipse energy really hits you. Okay, a tower moment may come in, okay, or whatever is going on. I feel like you need to cleanse your space. There being some gnats around, or being people who are spying on you, adding to whatever energy that you're already feeling. You don't need it. So a lot of deep cleansing, cleaning energy of your home, protecting of your home, okay? But I also really feel like trying to get rid of nasty ass energy. You're kind of getting rid of everybody, even good energy. You're pushing everybody away. You would do well to realize this, do something about it. Someone needs to cleanse. A lot of lemon water coming through. They need to dance. They need to wear loose clothes, flowy clothes, stretch, dance, yoga, move your body. A lot of pain in the body that needs to be moved. You need to build your strength. Somebody's back is so fucking weak. Work on strengthening your back, okay? And then work on strengthening your legs. A lot of root chakra shit. Anyway, some of you, whatever it is that you do or have been doing or been doing during eclipse season, You're doing during the full moon. You don't think it does much. You don't think that the work that you're doing right now on yourself does much, but it does, okay? Or you don't feel it in real time, or you don't think you have the impact that you do. The steps that you take right now, the things that you write, that you journal, that you think, that you say, doesn't feel like it's working like you want. The little things that you do with intention, but they absolutely are. Even the things that you don't do with intention. So do everything with intention. Be mindful of everything that you're doing. Also, things slowing down for you financially, things slowing down for you professionally, because you want to get lost in your work. You've gotten lost in your work, you know, way too long. Have been running from yourself in your work for way too long. You know, it pays you really good, so that makes you feel good, okay? Or you're able to help other people. Condition for hours till bedtime for my back and hips. Realized I have a ton of Leo, so tuning in here. Tune out, yeah. Needing to move it through your body. That emotional trauma being stored in the hips and in the back. The lack of support really coming through, inflaming the back. Being really inflexible, coming through, affecting the legs, the knees. Okay? Someone's balance is all off. Moving the energy by being active, but for a lot of you professionally, you know, things slowing down for you around this time. Money not needing to not be your main focus. Mercury is retrograde in Taurus. Certain opportunities, whatever you've been doing up to now, not paying you, or however you've been presenting yourself, not paying you like you want, not giving you the stability that you want. But you have so many other ideas or creative endeavors that you started and put it down, you know, or you did for a while, you know, and they've gotten away from you, or ideas that you thought about but didn't bring to life. It's time now, because these things will be paying you, and be paying you without you having to work as hard as you've been working. You know this. It's time for you to plant those, not plant those seeds. Those seeds are feel like already been planted. Tend to them. They're, especially for a lot of you this week, tending to your actual plants, grounding work, planting seeds, moving things into bigger pots, okay, watering your plants, you know. Also, Leo, if you're really having a hard time wrapping your head around something, needing to wash your hair and detangle it, needing to wash your hair and section it off, braid it, section it off, braid it, twist it, detangle it, get in it with your hands, pray for clarity or for an untangling of your mind, okay, for an organizing of your mind. Ancestors wanting you to be brave. I feel like it being a really scary time, really lonely time, knowing that you're not alone. Some of you are really dealing with people who are afraid to look at themselves. A lot of masculine energy coming through. These masculines being afraid to kind of look at themselves or be honest, but you too. They are a reflection of where you are afraid to go deep, so see it as such. You know, as a feminine, when you get frustrated with somebody who is, you know, honoring that they're your mirror, they're showing you what's going on within you. And so a lot of these feminines are fed up, man. They're aggravated with these masculines not being able to go deep, or a lack of emotional intelligence, you know, or emotional availability, and it speaks to your own. You have to acknowledge this, okay? Wanting someone to be there for you, or being very one-sided, okay, or not seeing how you're also not there for them, or not seeing where you tend to show up this way as well, okay? Look at your humanness and do not look away. There you will find healing, okay? It is okay to not be perfect. It's okay to acknowledge your flaws. It's easier to acknowledge someone else's, okay, but you can't acknowledge someone else's without acknowledging your own. Really doing the work, not being afraid to go first, okay? Bask in joy and light. Summer, bask in joy and light is out here in reverse, and you got to get your mind, body, spirit right for summer, okay? We outside, summertime, and I don't even mean on the low vibrational shit, but I also mean being outside, doing things, having experiences, traveling, doing, you know, going places, okay, for sure. But being outside with your gifts, being outside with your healing, with your exercises, okay, connecting with nature and the sun, giving thanks for the little things, Not the material things, but the way that Mother Earth gives to you, sustains you, heals you, fills you up. Okay, starting this now, because by summertime you'll be so much more connected to the earth. This will bring you back to that earth magic that I've been talking about, connecting with your plants, your gardens even. Okay, the bumblebee being really loud for you, bumblebee, spirit animal being really loud for you. You may start to see a lot of bees. Okay, but I also really feel like, yo, having an incredibly beautiful life and leaning into sadness or ingratitude and needing to pull yourself up out of it and get into alignment consciously. Okay, there's something about art, creating art, painting, portraits. Okay, taking, you know, someone taking inventory or stock of the way you want things to look. There could be some sketches, some modeling going on, some collaborative projects, some creative projects. This could be jewelry, fashion, okay, crystals, but art of some sort. But I just feel like teamwork, a team project. You know, there's you, but there's going to be 2 other people who need to be on board, waiting for them. We need to call them in and let them in, bring them into the loop. Teamwork makes the dream work. Coming to get together, collective effort, holding space for everybody's opinions, everybody's input, respecting why people are there, knowing that everybody has their own strong suits. We would do well to honor this. Anyway, we're going to get up off here, go to Patreon for part 2. I'm going to give my daily predictions for the 7th through the 14th. Okay? Heard they've been extremely helpful for what is coming up. I also really feel like clear your debts, take care of your debts, freeze your debts even. Do with that what you will. Okay, little freezer magic. Clear your debts. They come back stronger, harder. I'm hearing 3-fold, not 10-fold, but 3-fold. Anyway, love you. Going over to Patreon.